Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, good morning everyone. How are you today? I hope you are ready to our material today. We from group 6 will present the material entitled of linguistic variety and multilingual nations. And our member consists of Ayu Suningsih, Sabila Azkia, and Umi Nurahmayanti. Let's continue to the first material will be delivered by me. Variety and multilingual nations. Over half the world population is bilingual and many people are multilingual. They acquire a number of languages because they need them for different purposes in their everyday interactions. In order to assess the relative claims of different languages, it is necessary to look at their status and the functions which they serve. Sociolinguists have developed a number of ways of categorizing languages. According to their status and social functions, the distinction between a vernacular language and a standard language is a useful place to start. Okay, let's see here. The first one is vernacular languages. The term vernacular is used in a number of ways. It generally refers to a language which has not been standardized and which doesn't have official status. There are three components of the meaning of the term vernacular. Then, the most basic refers to the fact that a vernacular is an uncodified or understandardized variety. The second refers to the way it is acquired in the home as a first variety. The third is the fact that it is used for relatively circumscribed functions. The first component has been most widely used as the defining criterion, but emphasis on one or other of the components has led to the use of the term vernacular with somewhat different meaning. Okay, let's continue. To the second presenter will be delivered by Ayu Suningsih. So Ayu, times is yours.
The next material is standard languages. The term standard is even more slippery than vernacular because it is used in many different ways by linguists. Here is one definition which can be served as a useful starting point. Standard variety is the generally one which is written and which has undergone some degree of the regulation or the codification. For example, in a grammar and a dictionary, it is recognized as a prestigious variety or the code by a community, and it is the use for the high function alongside a diversity of L varieties. And the next is the lingual branches. Connecting language is the language used to communicate by the people whose first language or the mother tongue is different. In some countries, the most useful and widely used liaison language is the official language or the international language. In a multilingual science, connecting language are very useful for the regional language. In the beginning, and the liaison language was often developed as a language in the field of the commerce. Change in the language are influenced by the economic factors. There is a lot of effort that goes into the creating language of the communication between the people who speak different language.
Pidgin and Kerala. Pidgin is a language that has no native speakers. Pidgin evolved as a means of communication between people who do not share the same language. So Pidgin is not a native language. Pidgins are more likely to arise when two groups with different languages communicate in a situation where there is also a third dominant language. Creole is a pidgin that has acquired native speakers. Creole is today's language that used to be a pidgins. They are learned by children as their first language and are spoken in various regions. Tokpisin is a vivid example of a pidgin developing into a Creole. As a result of their status of the first language of some groups, Creoles differ from pidgins in their range of function, in their structure, and in some cases conveying attitude toward them.